Hello. Hello. My my dude isn't working for some reason today. So I think we're just gonna I wonder why. Huh. I'll I'll like workshop that later if I remember to. But now back to it. Oh yeah, I was not dreading doing this part, but I didn't really make anything for myself where this is concerned. So okay, where am I? I'm upside down. Go. Let's work on like this guy. No, you know what I need to do? I need to get my IRL ruler. That's what I need to do. I need to use a ruler IRL. I don't know. Let's... I got drink on my leg. Oh no. What have I done? I can't believe I've done this. It's fine. It's just a little spot. Okay. Oh, you know what I should do is I should get some Advil because my hand is a little bit cranky. I think I'll only draw for about 2 hours today because there are a couple of other things that I want to do since it is the last day of my vacation. No. That's... How many people are going to be looking at this air? Be honest. Be honest with me. That looks like an air vent if I ever saw one. Okay, now I need to stop procrastinating this closet. All I have to do is the closet, and then I'll be done with inking this thing. There we go. My IRL ruler. I'm gone. Hmm. What do I want this to do? Like this. Oh, that looks good. Okay. Go to the thicker on the side. Yeah, thick. Hey, I just got your pictures. They're so pretty. I wish there was like a meadow and creek that I could walk around. That looks so pretty. That's such a nice day. Today I had a bit of a lazy morning. I read some. I've been rereading, I think I talked about it. I've been rereading Nevermore on Webtoons. And that one's so good, dude. And so I did that for a little bit, and then I went to the gym. And I had some lunch, and here we are. But yeah, I think I'm only going to stream for a little bit today. Like, I say a little bit. It's gonna be like my normal stream time instead of the longer ones that I've been doing this week. Somewhere around 2 hours. But that's because it's my last day of vacation and I want to play some video game and chill for a little bit. But first I did want to come in and do some drawing as much as I could. And also, you know, my hand is a little bit cranky from I talked about getting Advil and then I distracted myself again. Hold on, I'll be right back. My pill bottle was not opening because the child lock also keeps me out. Busy day tomorrow. My first day back at work. And there were a couple things that happened while I was gone that I'll have to get caught up on. But should be fine. Okay, here's the thing is that I shouldn't get too lost in the weeds with these. Where's my mouse? There we go. I don't want to get too lost in the weeds with the closet. I think I just did some basic stuff here. And I'm literally looking at my closet as a reference. That's right next to me. Maybe I should go this way because I think they're gonna kind of overlap in some instances at least. Oh, yeah, people steal your stuff. Yeah, mine's a. I mean, I work from home for most of the time, but when I do go into the office, I bring the like work laptop that I use. But yeah, there were a few different things that happened, nothing crazy, that they'll have to catch me up on. There were a couple of problems that weren't like that I can, my boss was just like messaging me and was just like, you can totally deal with this when you get back. I just wanted to keep you updated on what happened. But yeah, it's just a little problem that I have to fix when I get back. Um, but it should be fine. Okay, hold on. I did this weird. I need to think about. It's weird to think about what clothes look like on a hanger. I think these look pretty two-dimensional in a way that I guess is fine, but yeah, sometimes you do need a little bit of a break from stuff when you're like, this is getting too crazy. Like, in Nevermore, I just, because I've been binging through it, I didn't forget about it, but there's this part in Nevermore where this is gonna be taken out of context. But there's this part in Nevermore where one of the characters like gets on her knees and starts barking, and I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. But yeah, it's like painful. But it's such a good it's such a good comic. I don't know if there's gonna be a physical copy of it. Yeah. Hey, he knew what he was into. And boy was he into it. I feel like, oh my gosh, they're way too small. That's the problem. they're way too small. Oh my god, what a fool I am. I'm actually gonna do this. And I'm gonna... I don't think she has like a crazy closet. Like, I don't think she has, like, she has her, you know, clothes that she wears as the, like, her religious garments, and then, like, pajamas, and then maybe a handful of more casual things. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Oh, did were furries that early? I feel like furries only I feel like furries only really got popular in like the 2010s. But I mean, I guess they've been around for, you know. I guess they've been around. But for some reason, I thought that they were a more modern invention. Is that the phrase? God, I had some friends who I never read them, but I had a few friends who were really into warrior cats. Hello. Yes, I am. I actually meant to. Thank you for reminding me. My comic is called Eternus, and it's on Webtoons. And I actually meant to comment the link and then pin it, but I forgot to. Can you? I don't think you can. Can you pin on YouTube? Highlight, not highlight. Can I not do it here? Do I have to do it directly on like Twitch and YouTube? I thought I could do it a streamer bot. Oh, full deer suits. Pin this message. Okay. So I can pin it on the Twitch. Let me see if I can pin it on YouTube. Now I can only report or block, and I do not want to do that. That's okay. YouTube needs to get with the times and let us pin a message. Okay. But yes, someone is getting assassinated currently. There's an assassination attempt happening to a religious figure in a sci-fi world. I think the combination of like a lot of like a religious mythical imagery with science fiction is pretty interesting. You know what's on my to read list that I haven't read yet? The Sisters of the Vast Black. That's another thing that's on my to read list that I need to read. But there's also like 300 books and comics and shit on there. There's just so many cool books and things. Oh, maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Timeout user, ban user, ignore user, highlight user. I can highlight myself. Oh, I think it's because I'm on a different account. Nimona is really good. And it's also, I mean, it's not like, I mean, it's a pretty thick book, but it's not like it's a pretty quick read though, because you just kind of breeze through it. Okay, here we go. There we go. Message has been pinned. I'm a technological genius. Okay, back to drawing. I was just on the wrong YouTube account. I think that's what my problem was, is that I was forgetting like the back of the thing. Now it looks a lot more three-dimensional. Oh, I almost forgot. Boop. Okay, and then I really don't like the way that this one turned out. Now that I know how to draw clothes better, let's just forget this ever happened and do it again. Um, maybe. Let me see. Sometimes I don't remember an artist's name at all, but I've seen their work. Whoa. Whoa. This looks like... I mean, they might be just drawing from the same inspiration and the same folktales, but this really reminds me of the Spiderwick Chronicles like book. There was a book that was like, here's all of the like the actual book that he made. You could like in the book you can get it where it's like describing all of the different creatures and all of that stuff, and that's what this looks like. It does feel familiar in like a very like nostalgic childhood kind of way. I don't know if that makes sense. Oh, I love the long fingers. Oh, you can't see what I'm looking at, but... Oh, that might be why it looks familiar. Because I'm like, it does feel like an old nostalgia. Oh, no. Sometimes I hit the short key too slow for myself. And then that's what happens. Alright, I'm trying to look at the way that like longer sleeves sit when it's on a hanger. And they're kind of weird to look at. That's really cool. I need to watch like The Labyrinth and Dark Crystal and stuff again. Wasn't there like a TV show on Netflix that they made? A Dark Crystal TV show? Was it a remake or was it just like the old TV show? I'm pretty sure there was like a remake too. I think the last time I saw The Labyrinth was in college, and my roommate showed it to me. I think oh, oh, that this actually needs to be closer. Oh, is it? You know what's another thing that I really liked? It was actually on Disney Plus, but it was the Willow TV show that was like a Laura Dannon when she was older. And so I watched the movie with my dad, and then we watched the first season of the TV show and liked it. It was good. Like, it had the same, like, vibe. Like, it was very fun, but then they canceled it, which is very sad. It was good. I liked it. I think I went a little. I don't think I've. Was that just over in the UK? Or did they also, like, show it over here? Oh, oh no. I feel like that's what happened. They, because it wasn't even, they, for the Willow TV show, like, it's not only that they canceled it, but they took it off of the platform. And since it was on Disney Plus, they're like really, really strict about websites. So if a website has it, it's immediately taken down. And then there's also, like, I can't buy a DVD of it, it doesn't exist. Definitely made for UK TV. There's a few. I remember I had a phase where I went through like UK game shows, specifically the ones um, where, you know, like comedians would do dumb things. Like there's the one where they're presented with either an object or a person, and then the comedian is like, oh yeah, that's the person that did this, or like, oh yeah, that's my pet turtle. And then it's either a complete lie or it's the truth, and they have to convince everyone else that it's the truth. And then there's the other one where they make the comedians do shit. I just remember the one with like the shopping cart, and they're trying to get the groceries with the shopping cart over like the stream. Like they have to do like a bunch of like prompts. And God, that one was so funny. Gosh, I have to. She needs to have more than 5 clothes. Oh my gosh, we've already been here for an hour. I feel like I. That sounds kind of wholesome. There's one British show that I think it was on Peacock. I watched the first season of when we had Peacock. That was really good. Was it called We Are Lady Parts? And it was like a Muslim all-girl punk band, and they were trying to get off, like they were trying to like get off the ground and get more popular, and it was so funny. Um, I I think that's I think that's what it was. Let me let me search it and see if I can. No, I don't. Okay, hold on. I don't. No, it was something else. It was. Was it Taskmaster? Was okay. Hold on. I think it. Yeah. Okay. Yes. I think it was I remember Taskmaster. I think that's what it was. No, wait. No, it was. Okay. Taskmaster. No, it could. I'm. I'm going to. I'm gonna find. Yes, I remember. I remember the golden gilded chairs. I remember. Yes. Okay, it was Taskmaster, and it was. The task was they had to. They had. They had like a shopping cart full of shit, and they had to like get it over the. Um. Get it over like the creek, basically. Yeah, I do love, but now I get my fix by watching Game Changer on Dropout and Game Changer and Very Important People. Oh my gosh. The best shows ever. I need to watch the new episodes of Game Changer. The new season came out. I keep on thinking to myself, how are they going to top this? Yes. It's so funny how someone just casually does it and then you see the rest of them struggling. So funny. What's the one where I distinctly remember there was one where they were a boy who's like 11 or 12 just walks on stage and he's like trying not to giggle and he's failing. And one of the comedians is like, that's my mortal enemy. And then he's talking about how the kid will just leave I think it was cabbages. Will just leave cabbages everywhere. And then he ended up like mailing cabbages to his house. And now everybody's in on it and will just send him cabbages. And this 11-year-old is his worst enemy. And it was the funniest thing. There was also another bit about a turtle. Okay, now the rest of them, like right here, are just gonna be her robes. What? Okay, but first, what do her robes look like? Perfect. This is what her robes look like. So it's a gem, and then the connected. So this is actually like skinnier. I think this needs to be longer to make it look bigger. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think is I have seen a few episodes of Mock of the Week. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna exit out of some of these freaking tabs I have open. Too many tabs open. The dip is dangerous. If a woman fell down the dip, then you gotta know how the dip's doing if it's that dangerous. You know, you don't want another person to fall down the dip. God, that reminds me of some of those videos of people seeing like a puddle on, you know, like asphalt or something, but it looks like a shallow puddle, but either it's a pothole or something happens and they just like fall down, like either like a knee, or like sometimes they're just gone. Like a knee or waist deep, or they're just gone. They fall down this pit into hell. Sometimes you make an impulsive decision and then you roll with it. God, I haven't drawn her headpiece in so long. It's actually been so long. So, is it, yeah, and then we have like a X, marks the spot pattern. I think that makes sense, that would be here. Okay, I think that looks like a pretty functional closet. And let's add like a box here. Okay. The closet has been made for them to walk through. Okay. I might round out some of these guys with some heavier inking. I do think that that is fine though, because we really want her to stand out. But here we can make it a little bit heavier. And I think the inking for this is done. You just need shading. Hello, thank you. Okay, if I can get these 6 small panels inked by the time it's dinner time, then I'll be happy. What did I just do? I'm killing you. They're gone. It's gone, because it is a bot. I've been reading a good amount of One Piece. Can you tell by the way that I'm... Can you tell? By the way that mouth work. I think this is like... No. That doesn't make sense. That makes her look like an old man. I think it moved. We just have that in there. Then like... Where's her neck? Her neck? It's right here. So... I feel like every single panel my art style changes. Maybe that's just a curse that everyone has, you know? I think it might be. But I'm just gonna let it happen. Okay, if she's reaching with that arm, then the way that the thumb would go is here's the wrist. I think that's what it would do. Maybe it needs to be more of evidence. Because her belt would be like right there. No, no, no. I'm doing it the wrong way. I'm doing it the wrong way. It would be pinky forward. Thumb up this way, right? And then you would draw the sword, and then it would be the grip is on the right side. I think she just needs to be brought up a little bit. Oops. Nope. I think her forearm's too poppin', if that's possible. It's good. She has to be a little bit contained. I can't make her too powerful, you know? Oh no, I fucked up. How does thumb work? How do thumb work? It would. What? Hold on. What did I've confused myself so. The thumb is. Okay, so here's the thing that she's holding. Yes. That's the way that a sword works. Then if we this is hand. And then thumb is which way does thumb go? This? Is thumb doing that? Oh my gosh. Wait, I think thumb is doing that. Wait. Yeah, okay. Hey, that I think is as good as it's gonna get, folks. If the thumb looks dislocated in a way that I can't. Would the thumb even be here? Would she even go here? Hold on. Maybe she wouldn't even go here. That makes sense, right? That maybe she would just be hidden. Maybe we can just hide her from view. Wait, hold on. What did I make him wear? Scoop neck long sleeve. And then sleigh boots. And I'm gonna make him with jeans. Just gonna show his ass. I think this is my first ass shot. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is a momentous occasion. I can't believe that. Maybe I made his ass too fat. Hold on. Because I wanted him to be skinny. But he is. Yeah, I think that's better. The audacity this man has to try and tackle me. And she's like, well, hey, wait a minute. Excuse you. Like, get some of these in here. That's better. Okay. Okay, hold on. We need to get in here. Oh my goodness. I think I made her hair too short on that right side. Her left or right? Right here. More full. Here we go. No. You were. No, I think I'll have her reaching into her belt too. Yeah. I think having her bigger in frame makes sense. Oh my gosh, I just got hit with being so tired. But I think we did some good stuff today. Got this guy. And then started working on this guy. So, oh, I hit my mic again. What do we have in the next few pages? I think I messed up here. There we go. I think. No. Come on, I want to click on this. There we go. No. And yeah, looking back on some of these with fresh eyes is Okay. We're gonna start closing up shop. Okay. Well, maybe next time I'll figure out what's wrong with my PNG tuber, but I don't know what was up with her. Maybe next time we'll figure it out. But, yeah, I'm gonna go and chill for the rest of my day off. And yeah, I think hopefully I should be back next weekend, like next Sunday. Let me just confirm with my planner. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, I don't have anything going on next weekend as far as I know. So I should hopefully stream either Saturday or Sunday. And we'll get this inking done. We'll do all of the inking and then all of like the shading and do it that way. And then I'm going to do the thing where like I schedule all of the webtoons out, and then I'll start looking into like test printing it and see where that leads. But that's a couple months away. That's like the end of summer at the earliest. But this week we've gotten a lot done. We set up a really good foundation for ourselves, and now we just have to draw, which is the best part. The rest of it is, you know, the means to an end, and now we're just drawing, so that's good. But anyway, I'm gonna go play video games and eat dinner. You have a lovely rest of your day. Okay, bye!